Hello students, welcome to Phalak Academy. I am Vipul Phalak. In previous video, we have discussed about the important concept from the chemistry. Matter, elements, atom and atomic mass. So in this video, we are going to discuss few more concepts from the chemistry such as electronegativity and chemical bonds. So let's start with electronegativity. क्या होती है इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी? ऐसा कोई भी एटम जिसका लास्ट ऑर्बिट इलेक्ट्रॉन से कंप्लीटली फिल्ड ना हो उसे हम बोलेंगे अनस्टेबल एटम. एंड इफ द एटम इज अनस्टेबल सो दैट विल ट्राई टू ऑब्टेन द स्टेबिलिटी. और सिंपली वी कैन से दैट इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी इज अ मेजर ऑफ एटम्स एबिलिटी टू अट्रैक्ट द शेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. अगर एटम अनस्टेबल है सो इट विल ट्राई टू ऑब्टेन स्टेबिलिटी एंड दिस इज पॉसिबल बाय टू डिफरेंट वेज. आइदर इट विल ट्रांसफर द इलेक्ट्रॉन और इट विल शेयर द इलेक्ट्रॉन. सो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी डिफरेंसेस means which is the most electronegative element in this periodic table. So there is a very simple rule. When we go from left to right, electronegativity increases, and when we go from top to bottom, electronegativity decreases. So we can say that element in this table which is at the right and at the top, so that will be the most electronegative element. But you can see here helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. These are the inert element. It means they already have complete last orbit. They are fully satisfied with electron. So most electronegative element that will be the fluorine. But when we talk about biological system, most electronegative element in biological system, so most electronegative element in biological system, so that will be the oxygen, because fluorine is not present in biological system. So most electronegative element in this periodic table, so that will be fluorine. But when we consider most electronegative element in biological system, so that will be the oxygen. So this is about the electronegativity. There is a very simple rule. When we go from left to right, electronegativity increases, and top to bottom it decreases. If the atom is unstable, so it will try to obtain the stability, and it will be possible by two different ways, either transfer of electron or sharing of the electron. And after transfer of the electron or sharing of electron, so force will generated, and that force is responsible to join the two atom, two or more than two atom, and that will make the molecule. So simply we can define the chemical bond. So that is a chemical bond. Chemical bond is a force which hold the atom together in the molecule. So we will see the different types of chemical bond. First is ionic bond. Simply we can define ionic bond whenever there will be the transfer of electron. So transfer of electron means ionic bond. So transfer of electron, so that will be ionic bond. So here we will take the one example of sodium and chlorine. So sodium has atomic number 11 and chlorine has atomic number 17. So when we talk about sodium, so electron will be like this: 2, 8 and 1. So you can see here 1 electron in the last orbit. When we talk about chlorine, electron arrangement like this: 2, 8 and 7. So it means sodium required 7 electron to complete the last orbit, whereas chlorine required 1 electron to complete the last orbit. But sodium cannot easily get the 7 electron. Instead of that, there is simple method to donate the electron. So in last orbit there will be the 8 electron. Hence sodium donate 1 electron to the chlorine. So last orbit of the sodium will get completed, 8 electron in the second orbit, and after the transfer of the electron into the chlorine, so last orbit of the chlorine also get completed, and then this will form the bond, and this bond is known as ionic bond, transfer of the electron, accept and donate. So sodium will donate the electron and chlorine will accept the electron, and after the formation of bond, this Na will become the Na plus, and this chlorine Cl will become the Cl minus. So why there are charges after formation of bond? So we will see that. So remember that is not because of atom which donate the electron, that's why that is positive. So this is not true. So we will see what is the reason why the sodium is positive and chlorine is negative. So before formation of bond, the number of proton was 11 and number of electron also the 11 before formation of the bond. And in chlorine, number of proton before formation of bond that was 17 and electron 17. But after the formation of bond, so sodium donate 1 electron, so 11 minus 1, now sodium has only 10 electron, and here 1 electron is get added, so total electron will be the 18. And when we consider the proton, number of proton and number of electron, so proton has positive charge whereas electron has negative charge. Again here positive charge and electron has negative charge. So you can see the difference. In sodium now there are 11 proton and 10 electron, means number of proton is more than 1 than the number of electron. That means here positive charge is dominant over the negative. One positive charge is more, and here you can see electron is dominant over the proton, number of electron is dominant over the number of proton. So it means negative charge, so that has one negative charge more than the one positive charge. So hence chlorine will become negative, Cl will become negative, and sodium will become the positive. So that is because of number of proton and number of electron. So this is about ionic bond. So we will move to the next bond. So that is covalent bond. So covalent bond. In ionic bond, we have seen whenever there will be the transfer of the electron, either accept or the donate, it is known as ionic bond. And covalent bond, sharing of electron, not accept or donate, not transfer, not completely transfer. Instead of that, sharing of the electron. Sharing of electrons. So we will take the example of water molecule. So water molecule H2O, there are 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen, and atomic number of the hydrogen is 1. So it means hydrogen has 1 electron. Atomic number of the oxygen, that is 8. So that has 8 electron. So arrangement of the electron in the oxygen, 2 and 6, and in hydrogen, that is only 1, but first orbit should have the 2 electron. So how this is possible? This 1 electron, this is the electron, so we will round with 1 color. So these electrons are electrons of the oxygen, and this green color, these are the electrons of the hydrogen. So hydrogen share the electron with oxygen, and oxygen share the 1 electron with 1 hydrogen. Similarly with second hydrogen. So here 2 electron of the hydrogen completed. Here 2 electron of the another hydrogen also get completed, and you can count 8 electron of the oxygen also get completed without transfer. So they share the electron instead of transfer the electron. So such a kind of bond is known as covalent bond. But there will be the question on bond present in the water molecule. So remember that this bond is referred as intramolecular bond. Covalent bond between the water molecule, that is an intramolecular bond. Intramolecular bond, because this is the bond between the atom of the same molecule. And another type of the bond present in the water molecule, so that is, now we will consider here, this is the oxygen, and here the hydrogen, this is the 1 molecule of the water, and here another molecule of the water. So whenever they share the electron, partial charge will remain, and partial charge denoted by symbol delta. Means here you can see there is a bond between oxygen and hydrogen, that is covalent bond. So in this water molecule, bond between oxygen and hydrogen, oxygen and this hydrogen is a covalent bond. So because of this, they will have partial negative charge on the oxygen and partial positive charge on the hydrogen. Similarly here also positive, partial delta positive, here delta negative, delta positive, and delta negative, and due to this they will form the bond between hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen of the 1 molecule of the water and oxygen of the another molecule of the water. So they will form the bond, and this bond is known as hydrogen bond. Due to electronegativity difference, and this is known as intermolecular bond. This is known as intermolecular bond. So remember that whenever there will be the question on bond in the water molecule, so if intramolecular bond, so that will be the covalent bond, and whenever there will be the intermolecular bond, so there will be the hydrogen bond. So these are the concept very important to understand some biochemical reaction in the biology. So in next lecture we will start the biology.